Progress on your base?
Yeah, I guess. I've been doing, I have to do some the beacon now on the lot. I have, I can build, face progression.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm
Starting to unlock more weapons.
oh yeah, I have,
Oh, right, the cadmium drive or something like that. You might need to. Lots to do, so little time. Yeah, really, you're just getting started, so there's plenty of activities. Right? You got another vault up? Moving on up. Is your refinery filled? I'm gonna borrow your refinery for a bit if you're not using it. Yeah, I just checked, it's clear as far as I can tell. Really? Yeah, the dirt was yeah, you might have to dig out the back on that side there. That's weird. I can actually the doors. I see the door on my side, or like the front doors here. That's really kind of a nuisance that it's causing that to happen to you. I'll have to make note of that the next time I'm placing one to try and make sure it's a little bit higher off the ground or something. That reminds me, yeah. Do you have that recipe yet? Yeah, it probably won't let you. It probably won't let you pick it up. Yeah, if you're full there. One thing, you'll have to. You'll. My inventory is in a very same situation here. I have one slot. I have one slot. My inventories are full across the board there. I need to call. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm thinking I'm just gonna call in one of my other ships here. I'm just trying to decide which one I need. I think this one. I got some selenium in my inventory. Copperite. Yeah, my inventory is terrible. Oh, nice. That's the beginning level farm. I made most of my funds off of that recipe, actually. Yeah. You're able to focus on other stuff now, yeah. That might be part of the recipes that, or part of the storyline sort of stuff. Okay.
Love it. Some of the views in this game.
The views are great.
Yeah, I got on rats.
Oh yeah, I see your freighter over there now, looking
Yeah, no, I know.
badass above the mountains.
Yeah.
So reposition on the glass dome here. I think I have enough room that I can actually fix this here now. Pull up these plants. Did you want to harvest these plants, or I'm actually gonna? I might actually harvest them if you don't mind.
You want to get them?
Sure, I could use a little bit of.
I have a lot in. Yeah, I have a lot inside.
You have a lot inside already? Okay, because I could use some glass over here to
Yeah.
throw up another dome for you. When I'm repositioning things, I'll put up a second one attached to it.
I can build a little foundation up on the bottom for the dome if you want.
Sure. Yeah, if you know where you want it, I can put it on top of that actually. Just picking these pieces up. Boom. I had to pull those pieces of, or not the pieces, but I did that quick harvest. I'm pretty sure it'll fit on top of that. Yeah. Do you need some pure? Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I'm holding enough ferrite to build like a structure out of it. So I picked up like 4,000 magnetized ferrite last night. So it's like 2x on pure ferrite. So I'm not short on ferrite right now.
I found a better way to level the ground
Okay.
than just trying to use your guns and stuff like that, unless there's a better way than I
Uh,
know.
using yeah, yeah. That's definitely a way. It's just bear in mind that the ground will come back eventually. It has a bad habit of that, and when you pick those up, I think you get about half your materials back. Is what I've heard online. So I'm not 100% sure if it's a full return. That's all right. Those grow wild on your planet. That's not a big deal. Pulled a couple closer to your.
Apparently my inventory is full for some reason, even though it was half of the materials. I'm basically using more of the materials.
It's going direct. It's going directly into your inventory. Do you have like a high capacity inventory? Because it goes into your first menu. It doesn't go into the back side when you're trying to collect stuff, which is kind of a nuisance.
The cargo thing, I don't have any in the cargo yet.
Okay, your cargo slot.
High capacity inventory. Yeah, I
They're
don't have it yet.
they're a little pricey. They're definitely worth it though.
I didn't even know you could get one, so I'm definitely gonna, like I said, I have 200 million, so the price is gonna be
Yeah.
200 million. I don't know.
No, they're like 50K to start, and then like the when you get towards the end, they're like the final stretches. They're like a million a pop towards to unlock the final ones, unless you're using drop pods. Drop pods are much cheaper.
Alright. I know why. I got you got me some, when I remove the flour,
Hmm. Oh, that got in your
I
way.
need the material.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
For now?
Sure, if you want to.
Alright. Alright, so let me,
Yeah, if you want those moved or whatever, that's by all means. I might move this landing pad at some point, but that was just a quick throw up, just
I built my first, whatever this material structure is.
oh, foundation. Nice.
Now you can do it with dome. And then the stairs and whatever. Look at that. Yeah, happy man. Let me see if I can build let me see if I can build a door. You know, I can
Sure.
make doors.
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
They're if you go to the metal, they're like the metal dome structure and up into that menu. It's beside your equipment and basic components. Or are you short on materials for it? D- yeah, no worries. There, you're just navigating all the new menus, and as you unlock more, they get more and more cluttered. Where is everything? It's in the same menu as Foundations. It's just it's a different menu to select within where you found the foundation.
Maybe I haven't bought it. Maybe I saw that I can get it, but I haven't gotten it.
It's no worries.
I have a little.
That actually reminds me. I could take a drive and go grab some extra blueprint analyzers to help speed up your unlocking process if you're interested. Looking in the wrong spot, or it was not unlocked yet. Yeah, those are just like another room design. The large rooms, those are interesting to build with. Expensive, very expensive. It's like 350 pure ferrite per piece. Yeah. Found it. There you go. I can turn. Yeah, I can pick that up and turn it. You might have to turn your base piece first actually to line that up though. So it might be a. Grab your door off that, otherwise those materials are going to end up in my menu. If you can. If you rotate, okay, I grabbed the dome. There you go. If you can rotate using the like when you when you hold the one button. I want to say when you're trying to play stuff, you hold. Yeah, hold L1 or R1, and then you can actually like use your left stick to spin stuff. Pardon? When it's default, the door's towards you. So if you want the door to face you, like stand kind of where you want the door to face you. But that's when when you're just starting. Yeah, that should line up nice now, I think. Let's see. Yeah, when you're building with foundations, you have to plan ahead with your doors like that, because the foundations are weird like that. There, see if that lines up nice or no. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. For a second dome, do you want it attached to the first one, or do you want it in a separate location? If I can, when I come putting them in there, they should destroy the ground. But if you want it flat, by all means, I could show you, I guess, what happens when I come just putting stuff in. If I put this in and I attach that, as long as I'm clear, I just gotta put some glass up. Take 2 seconds. Glass. Living glass. I need regular glass. 5. Boom. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can see it. You can see it break into the ground like that. It should connect flat like the others. I think when the ground comes back, though, it might get a little interesting, but. Pushing, it's funny. Yeah, you can push other players, sort of thing with the. Yeah, yeah. As far as I can tell, it's water. I would say yes, that is water. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna put some plants in here that'll help make some money for you. If I got them still, I only have. How many do I even have right now? I might have to jump over a system to make it happen. Where is it? I scrolled right past it, didn't I? I did too. It says invalid position. What? Huh. That's weird. For some reason I can't plant in this dome. I don't know if it's foundation related or what.
On the second one or the first one?
The first one won't let me plant anywhere in
Could it be because I did the foundation?
it might be because of the foundation. It's the first time I've actually put one on top of a foundation like this. The back room works. Planted you some nip, some medicinal herbs.
You can do the foundation if you want.
I don't know if it's I think it's actually like the actual foundation itself that's causing that problem. If you can pull it out from underneath, it's.
Yeah, I can. Actually, it's trying to make. Wow, what are the flowers out here?
Those are the star bulb or star bramble. I think they grow locally on your planet here. It's.
Can you let me remove the? Let me remove the door first.
You can't remove the foundation.
No, I want to remove the whole thing. So maybe you remove the dome and I remove the foundation.
I can pull out the foundation. I think I can. It's a little finicky to get it to highlight, but I'm pretty sure I can grab it out. Boom! I grabbed it. That was like 50 pure ferrite. Okay, well it's you should be able to try attaching a door back onto it now. It should it's still there. It's got a little bit of a float to it, but it should work now. Keyword is should. I can put a T in this middle section here actually if you want to come in between. So you could put a door in between the domes. We'll know in 2 seconds here. Let's put this there. Let's throw. Do you have a preference on door? The already open or the ones that mechanically open? Okay, yep. The mechanical door. Yeah, just threw one up in the middle between. Let's see. Keyword is should. Should work now. Yeah, okay, it was definitely the foundation that was causing that not to work. There, you got some more frost in there, and I planted you some medicinal herbs in the back one. Some nip. It's got about a three or so hour grow time on it, and it's got an alright value. They're like 17K a piece or something.
Is that for sale or to grab?
Yeah, you can sell it. Or I think it can be used to make it's 4 hour grow time on it. Yeah, that'll. It's got a. You could just sell it, or I think you might be able to use it for making nip or gek nip. For the gek, yeah, basically catnip is one way to look at it. Yeah, it's the gek love it. The little gek, yeah, it's one of their favorite herbs. I'm actually gonna take a little trip here over to one of the other systems. I got some more. I can go harvest on my ship that I can actually help fill out that dome, so you got a full dome of that growing. Same with frost there, so you got like a full dome for those plants. Got some good farms close to home then that way, so got your like a little glass farm right close, and then some money farm close. But I mean, glass is a bit of a money farm itself if you make glass and sell it, and now you can make living glass. So it should get you some gamma weed going. Gamma weed and copperite would help, wouldn't it? That would be. Seems like a good idea, anyways. I'll be back. Do you have a place where you'd like a portal put by some chance? Actually, it's probably better to wait for you to build that yourself. It's like some cobalt or ionized cobalt in a battery. An ion battery.
Yeah, one ion battery.
Alright. Yeah, that'll save some time and fuel, actually. If
Alright, so let me just use the battery real quick and then
Sure. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'll save me some time warping around and stuff like that, and I can just port right on over, or I could travel right over to my base or whatever. That's an appreciated piece of technology. I definitely like that they put those in the game. I don't know how long they've had them, if it was there since the beginning or what, but it's useful. I still think it was super cool how this thing opens up as you get closer. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I've figured out now that in order to use them, yeah, you definitely have to set up a base, and I have been progressed like through the story far enough to have like unlocked your recipe to build those and stuff. So that seems to be a big part of getting the option to travel again. Sweet, awesome, thank you. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, I can travel right to my bat cave and stuff now. Okay, I need to go over to the neighboring system here so I can call out my freighter and not crash the game. I don't think it'll even let me call mine with yours in the system though. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. It'll only, for the most part, it only lets one in the freighter. If you do get two in the same system, it's you've broken the game in a sense. It's not supposed to work like that. It's just one of the ways they set things up. I don't know why they would only allow one freighter. Maybe it's too heavy on the game resources or something. I'm not sure, but that's just the way they have things set up for now. Which is kind of silly, because like if you want to check out, like if you got a lobby of 4 players, you got to have like 4 different systems to see everybody's freighter, and there's no way to desummon your freighter, which is kind of even more ridiculous unless you go port it out somewhere else. It's like the only way to get it out of a system. You can't put it away once you take it out. Alright. See if I crash my game here trying to harvest or not. I should actually park in a better place than this. That's one thing, if freighters parking too close to planets or space stations, if you're going to be doing any base building, it's best to be, like, go park out in the middle of nowhere with your freighter. Seems to reduce crashing. Oh man, that was silly. I was flying out. I took off my freighter and trying to like turn around and take a look around, and then I started turning around, and then it just like flew back inside. As I turned around, it's like no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Gotta fly away from the door before I do a spin like that. Yeah, ferrite, you'll go through a lot of ferrite, especially if you start building like cement and stuff like that. It adds up quick, that's for sure. I actually don't mind working with concrete, because or concrete or the metal and stuff. I think they both run on ferrite. Ferrite is like available to buy in piles of like 4,000 in wealthy systems, which is great because there's nowhere to buy 4K carbon. But I think oxygen, if you're willing to refine it, goes into carbon. So that is one way to buy a bunch of carbon, I guess, but you have to process it. Cool, my ship should be back here. Nice, that's perfect. I'm gonna take a different ship back with me so I've got better inventory. I don't have any inventory on my fighter. There we go. Some glass. You need some magnetized ferrite? Or... okay. I may have accidentally left some ferrite in your refinery there, but I'll be back to pick that up shortly. just letting you know if you needed that, or if you needed your freighter, or not your freighter, your machine back. By all means, just throw that out of the way or delete it if it's in the way. It's some glass. Okay. Yeah, those are a little costly at first. Yeah, if you don't have like a bunch of sodium nitrate and stuff, I think sodium and magnetized, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't pay that much attention. Need enough of this to plant and enough to keep building. Yeah, I'm definitely finding that having my freighter farm built has been very, very helpful now. Actually, if I'm needing like any different type of flower or something like that, they're not far away. I have my base farm built up with all of them. It's expensive. It's a lot of silver and stuff, a lot of silver and tritium to actually like just frame out. But it's, yeah. I built little 3x3 rooms with it's 18 trays a room. And it works out to like 72 plants a room, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Nip nip. I love this farm. Yeah, I like how they have all the plants and stuff. It's really cool. Apparently in the beginning, players used to have to like go out and farm everything. Like there was no local farms sort of thing. It was all wild. Yeah, you had to go and search for everything. Would have been a real headache, and then you had to wait for it to grow back and whatnot when you were farming. And yeah, I can't imagine. It would have been a lot more of a rough process sort of thing. Dihydrogen? Is that what you said? You can't. You can never have too much of that if you're running your fleet, man. They burn all that up on you. Oh, right. Yeah, I would not get rid of dihydrogen. Like if you're about to destroy it, okay, that's a good idea. I would almost recommend having just a pile of that on your freighter. That's almost what I would devote. Yeah, I would highly recommend grabbing it along the way for sure. Because if you're looking to keep your fuel moving, or your freighters moving and stuff, that's their main fuel with what's it called again? The tritium. You got to mix those two together to make that freighter fuel. They go through a lot, especially when you got like when you're running all five daily missions and stuff like that. With like you can own 50 different ships. You can only send out 25 at a time though. But sending out a full 25 at a time, man, you'll go through like a lot of fuel. Yeah, it adds up quick. Yeah, like one of my trips yesterday. I want to say yesterday when I sent them out was a 700 ton trip. Yeah, damn is right. It was expensive, but I mean that's just because I got basic ships and stuff like that, and I wasn't running very many support ships. Support ships help cut your fuel costs, depending on the quality, the bonuses they'll give you. Ardali it's not the right place, I know if I travel to the back cave, it should work. It's cool. It let me build a landing pad underground, but it doesn't actually let my ship land there so far. But I haven't had a chance to be able to try in because I only just recently got up my my teleporter, like my ability to port, so I might actually be able to get my ship to land in the cave when I travel in. I won't be able to take off, but it'll look cool underground. Yeah, I could, but after a while I'm going to have to dig it out every time to take off, but I kind of like the idea of it just being all hidden in a cave for now, because it adds to that bat cave effect. Am I in the same system as you here? I don't know. Oh, yep, yeah, I think I'm in the right system now. I'm just figuring my different travel places. Yeah, it has entered the system. Okay, yeah, I'm a little disorientated in this place of the galaxy. I'm not familiar with where to travel yet. I'm on my way. I'm actually going to take a quick travel over to that bat cave first, quickly, just to test that, and then I'm going to port over to your place. There's that ship I wanted. Oh man, is it a C or a B or what? That Claws ship, man. The blue with the badass stance on it. The short back. It's a B-45-7. 69 million. Look at that one. Tom Lee's Gambit. It's a smaller ship, but it looks really cool. It's got some crazy wings on it. It's kind of like the one that I'm flying right now, but it's got a crooked neck. Green. Man, there's so many ships to look at in the game. If you like buying ships, man, it's like it's ridiculous. Definitely can be a hobby for sure. Shopping for ships. I like hunting for them and stuff though. It's a nice thing to do. It's a fun activity, especially once you find something cool, because you can share the coordinates with other players and stuff, and then your system might get very, very busy as other players start joining. Depends on how well known the coordinates get. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm excited about my bat cave in the system here and stuff. Eventually, like, I'll have something to work on in your system, and when I join you and stuff. So. Oh, it does let my. Sure. When I port in here, my ship definitely lands on my landing pad, man. It looks pretty damn cool. I wonder if I can attach another landing pad to that. That way there's room for others. Need some metal plates. This base, I think, is going to be another one of my cool project builds. I really hope they don't wipe out all our bases with the next update, but that is something to bear in mind. They might do that to us, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, they've done galactic resets in the past, so it's just a be warned. That drum, there's like a drum-looking device in your technology there, sort of thing. It's I gotta look at the name of it here. It is called a base salvage capsule. You're gonna want to have all those up at all your bases before the reset, because they supposedly that technology will help you recover your items.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll get like half your base back that way when everything gets wiped out. I know it's flashing green. Oh. It teases me. It wants to work for like a split second and then it just quits. There we go. Boom. Double parking in the bat cave. That's gonna cut down on my space to build a bit, but I mean, it's gonna look cool having more than one ship in here when I can. I might pick that up and put it there. Yeah. It looks way better right there. That'll grow back eventually. Alright, I'll be right there, I think. Oh, nope. I wonder what happens trying to take off here. This might be a really, really, really bad idea, but I'm about to save and try. It might not even let me take off though, because I'm underground right now. Save and be ready to close my app, I guess. Oh, what? I can take off up through the ground. It's so cool. You take a little bit of damage on the way up, but it doesn't even slow you down. That's like one of the coolest takeoffs I've had, man. Minus the one when you go and pick up the crashed hauler. There's one underwater. You come taking off up out of the water. But yeah, I just did my first underground takeoff there. That's so cool. Eventually you might be able to, like once you go to my base and stuff, if you use the portal back the years, it should help like connect it to, and you should be able to see it on your travel list. So you'll be able to stop by and try those. But when I'm not online and stuff, the base might not be there. It's something I've noticed when with your base and stuff. Sometimes I go to travel to your base to check it out, and it doesn't work. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Are you flying over to the bat cave? That's cool. I got some planting to do over at your base there. Picked up some plants to top up some of those domes. Headed over to your base. It wouldn't let me travel right to yours for some reason. It didn't recognize it as a travel location. But I'm gonna try traveling to my base from your base to see if that connects it at some point. That'll definitely be on my to-test list. It's not the most like colorful planet, but like above ground it's got bubbles everywhere. There is a collectible bubble around out there somewhere. It's like after like 15 minutes on the planet or so, and you look around, it'll show up as a yellow question mark, and you can pick those up and place them around your base. The bubbles can't change color though, but most of the other anomalies like that can be changed color. Can you shoot it? Yeah, bubble planets are kind of a cool sight for sure. They're not the most common thing, that's for sure. It's kind of crazy that there's one in this like perfectly nice system here, man. This like all the really nice stuff here. A lot of cool stuff. Is this like, wow, let's get this cave right here. I normally name the bubble planets that I find eddy bubbles. Kind of like edibles, but eddy bubbles. Yeah, the bubbles are pretty cool. Definitely one of my more favorite planets in the game, that's for sure.
Trying to find your cave entrance. I got all this
There's a beacon by the entrance and a weird like structure that I had planted.
Oh, I crashed into a rock.
There. Your biodomes are now full of one of each type of plant there, so you got 2 types so far. Yeah, no problem.
That's just fine with me. Sell them.
Yeah, or anybody that you bring over to your game or whatever that you want to allow access can harvest your farms. Bat cave. I'll be right back. It let me travel to my base from your base, so I might have established that connection at this point. It's awesome. I hope it works. That I can travel back to your base from my base. That would be really cool. I'll be able to greet you at my base. You get to see what it looks like with the ship underground. I'll be there in a moment here, sort of thing. I'm just traveling through the portal. It's actually it's one of the biggest caves I've found, like more so on the actual size of it than the length. It actually opened up into a decent size. Like that first back cave spot where I was thinking of building was like one of the. It's definitely not that big of a bat cave. The one where I was underneath like your moon, or not underneath your moon, on the moon. It is underneath your previous base location. Yeah. All right. Yeah. 2 landing pads. All that. I wonder if I got enough to build myself my own refinery over here. Could put another landing pad there. Not that I want to. Cool. I can put up a refinery. I'm just getting started. That's the, oh sorry, I was just coming out. That's the cuboid structure. They work together real nice. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by and checking out my progress. Yeah, mini bat cave. Work in progress for sure. It is a big cave, yeah. Definitely one of the bigger caves I found. I was not expecting that when I was stumbling around this bubble planet just looking to pick up some bubbles. Yeah, it's not the most common thing, but there's those little bubble collectibles which are kind of cool to pick up. Now that I know about them from AJ, it was like I have to find these. So many different collectibles. Yeah, I definitely want to build a cuboid structure in there, make some glass windows and stuff, and I don't know what else I'm going to put in there. I'm going to make it look as bat cavey as possible, though. And technology modules? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I normally carry upwards of a 10 stack on my freighter for whenever I have those sort of emergencies. Then I'm never that far from a technological then. Yeah. Yeah, because your freighter's always just a phone call away. Essentially. Which is pretty awesome. I love it. Yeah, and the space station, where you can pick up like your modules for or your blueprints for your weapons and stuff like that. Where that terminal is that same stretch. The guy on the far left, with the exosuit looking blue backpack thing floating around there. That's where you buy that. If you click on the right hand side of your screen, sort of thing, there'll be a cargo part, or you can do left or right on your D-pad to switch between your tech module or technology and your general inventory and stuff like that. Is it does it still shine blue? Because you can only buy one upgrade per station. If you've already purchased it, it's gone then. Okay, you'll have to do some traveling then. That's the missing piece there. Once you start doing some traveling, then you can only get one per station. There's a chance that what you call it again, drop pods, which are kind of like those cargo pods where you have to repair them to get stuff. You can get an upgrade for like air quotes free. I mean, it's at the cost of material to do that, but it's that's also an option for finding more slots in a system at relatively low cost compared to, especially when you're doing the final stretch there, trying to unlock those like $1 million ones. If you want to save some millions. I think I'm going to try and push that out as far as I can. This is going to be super cool. I think I'm actually going to pick up my refinery. If you don't mind, I'm going to throw up a second refinery at your base. And come chill there and refine some stuff so I can use 2 refineries at the same time. Alright, I'm packing mine up and I'll be right on over. Sweet! I can travel to your base now. That's gonna make travel so much easier. I really hope it remembers, because that'll be like super cool. But I think the connection has been made now that I've traveled to mine from yours and stuff. That's cool. Figuring things out finally with how to get these connections and the portals made. Like, that was something that kind of blindsided me early in the game or whatever when I was doing a lot of traveling. If you want to return to a system, you're gonna have to make sure you go to that space station portal and travel back to one of your previously known locations, sort of thing, to like establish the link. Otherwise, if you just keep traveling, like warping forward, it won't connect to the rest of your places. So you'll actually have to like physically travel back there to get it connected to your portal network. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good thing to know when traveling in case there's something cool you see that you want to return to. Boom. Aha, there we go. Objects in use. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, man, okay, I think I need to reset and come back. And by reset, I gotta back out, save and back out. I'm unable to actually use your refinery right now. So that plan has failed me. I brought my refinery with me. Yeah, it says it's in use. It's weird. That's alright. I'm resetting my game. I'll be right back. Yeah, joining right back up. I think that's just a bit of a lag thing there. Just yeah, resetting session should fix that. How close are you getting to your exocraft guy now?
What?
To your exocraft guy? He's your final worker essentially, your workstation.
I'm down to the side. I'm working with the science guy.
Okay, cool. Making progress.
Yeah, let me check. Weapons.
Like,
I'm supposed to gather some selenium, remember?
okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I can fast track this. I can fast track it for you if you want. I can pick up. I have a ship filled with some. I can.
Well, if you want to bring me a little, I don't think I need much. It's scattered selenium. Doesn't even know how much.
I think they normally ask about 50. Is normally. I have 200 on me.
You run my base, right?
Yeah, I just landed actually. I just landed at your base. Gotta check these and see if these are working again or not. Sweet. Okay, the refineries are working again. That was a little bit of a bug.
My God, I can control this. There we go. Nobody to hide here?
Yeah. Yeah, I like your design style so far with the windows and stuff like that, with some solid parts and whatnot. It looks good. It looks structurally sound for the most part. Like it looks like it would.
It's so good. I'm gonna definitely work on getting either concrete or metal.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's understandable. It's all in due time, right? Believe me, a lot of my bases started out as just like a basic shack, and as I kept returning to them, I knocked structures down and upgraded them as I progressed. Absolutely. Sure. I'm just chilling at your base, refining some pure ferrite together here to put the bat cave together. I got tired of pulling out 250 at a time. Just waiting to put up like one piece at a time was kind of slow. No, it works fine now. The refinery was just a weird bug. Yeah, I was saying object in use. That seems to be like that. You experienced that before with your oxygen things there. The higher landing pad. Do you want me to park up there? Oh, you got that fighter ship. Nice. Oh, nice, dude. What class is there? Or what quality? Number 7? Okay. Lucky 7. What does the... What did you get it in?
C-class, I think.
A C class? Okay.
Yeah, it's a C-class. It has 31 slots.
That'll come in a max of, I want to say, 38, a 3812 or something, a 38 and 8. Hold up. Yeah, that has the potential in this system to be an S class, man. You can get that in absolute beast mode. That's a nice ship. That one actually has kind of caught my attention. The fin on it, though, I was being a little picky about that back fin, but it is a nice ship. It is, dude, man, that ship is a very nice ship. That one was catching my eye too. Well, I was just... That ship tops out at, I want to say, 57 million now. Yeah, definitely, it'd be fast, man. I'm just trying to find a piece of paper here with some some data. Yeah, fighters top out at 57 mil with 38 and 12. So that is a max slot available ship, which means that can be 38 with 12 tech slots on it. So that's yeah, like you got the C of it, but the S class version of that, yeah, can be a 57 mil. I'm excited for you. That's a nice ship, and you could easily find. I don't blame you. If you see one that's nicer or nice, maybe not so much on nicer, but what I mean is if I'd hold off on putting too much upgrades onto that one if you're hanging out in this system for a while, because you might find a better one. But I mean, if you wanted to fill your ship up with like a whole bunch of those or whatever, I don't know, it's up to you. You can do your thing with your ship collection, obviously. Alright, man, I think that's really cool about the fighters, man, especially the way I fly. I like the paint chips kind of just describe my little crashes along the way, or, you know, it's a little crashing in asteroids and stuff like that, or different space station accident landings sort of thing, where I come crashing in and... some fuel. Like launch fuel or something. Oh, warp fuel. Yeah, that'll be fun for doing space battles with that one. That's a really nice ship. Yeah, that's two ships that you own that caught my eye. That's hilarious. Similar taste, yeah. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Some good finds so far. Pure Ferret, you need some, or?
No, I'm putting some away in my,
Okay, I'm over here like mashing together a whole bunch. What was that? Close that.
Yeah, I just did it. I guess I moved my, my thing to my gun by accident. And I didn't see what happened.
Did you see the death screen? Or did you like... Guess we'll find out. Everything's still here though.
I think I survived. Holy shit, bro.
Was that your own weapon or something? Or you fell?
It was my own weapon for sure. But like I said, I guess since I shot it at the, with by accident, I shot it by accident at the storage.
Oh yeah, you've got a dangerous weapon then with you got like a plasma launcher or something on there?
I guess, I have no idea, man. Like I said, I maybe...
You lived. You're joining. Dude, that was... He's alive! That's crazy. Just like, what was that? That was a plasma grenade, I think. That's your L1, man. I don't even play with those because I've killed myself on normal mode, so I was scared of that weapon. And you just found out why. Make sure you do your cloud save too. That's something to remember to do. It's gonna make you close your app to do that though. But yeah, that's that's too funny. He has entered the system. Yeah, you live. That was all recorded too. You just see like a weird blue flash on my screen. I'm over here refining stuff. It was pretty funny. It's around the hour mark on this episode. That might make the highlight reel. Or blooper reel. Ooh, indeed. It's your L1. I'm almost sure of it. Oh, that was your geo cannon. Yeah, you definitely had that on by accident. Like those cannons, like the plasma launcher and that cannon are pretty beastly, but they have some blowback on them. You know, the friendly fire isn't so friendly on those ones. Yeah, I definitely learned the hard way on normal mode a couple times. That had me scared of those weapons. I didn't use them for a long time. Yeah, that was smart. Yeah, man. Yeah, it would have been a bad time to try and explain that. It's almost too late to get that information across by the time somebody's done that. Especially if they sit and watch the death screen, and you can't panic. You have to be quick at that point. That was a good save, man. Holy. Even said on the left side of my screen, Latinboy has died. Yeah, I didn't know. That blue flash totally threw me off. It's like lightning struck or something. Like, what was that? I'm like excited for you, man. The adrenaline is real in that. With this sort of the game, like the panic of losing your file. Yeah, it'll definitely be a good one to do some warp battles with and stuff when you're ready to find yourself a freighter, a new freighter or whatever. That's gonna be a fun one for that, or just jumping systems and fighting pirates. Killed yourself again? Mhm.
instead of move.
Mhm.
Every I had, you know how you click triangle. I think every time I click triangle, I'm changing my weapon.
It's definitely changing something. I think it might be your circle or triangle, or one of those is definitely changing that. It changes your L1. It's your L1 button that actually fires that. I'm pretty sure, unless your settings are different than mine. But that I don't even keep those on me, man. Like but that's just because I'm terrified of those weapons. I dismantle those.
Okay, you can
Is
dismantle. Okay.
yeah, you
The
can.
reason I have it is because it was in my, what? I just picked up some ammunition in my last box that I found.
All
So it's like,
right.
I
Or
picked
you
up
could just, yeah, or that, or if you want to keep it on there, burn it up, burn it, like, and don't want to stop killing yourself, sort of thing. I just use all your ammo up is normally what I do too. Also, is like kind of like a way to keep the safety on, leave it empty.
yeah, because I'm like, why is it doing it every time I click, triangle, like,
Triangle,
and it comes out.
it's been a while. I think triangle changes. Triangle might change your secondary fire or
And then
something.
what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna change it to my knee.
It's
That way,
it's no. It's like a secondary option there. It's a completely different button option. Yeah, it's pretty much always available. It's depends on the amount of tech you have. It also things that work with that same button that's causing that is technology is there's the plasma launcher, the combat scope, the geology cannon. Those three all use the same button. Oh, and personal force field as well. Actually, those four technology things all run off the same button, and they're like a secondary weapon slot thing on your multi tool. They yeah, got to be careful when playing with explosives in the game.
yeah, I know, man. Okay, I'm paying a lot of attention to what I'm clicking and what I'm not, just to make sure.
It'll definitely make a person play a little bit different with that sort of danger.
Yeah, at least until I take it apart.
You could, like, if you want to keep that on for times you want to use it. I mean, what I would do then is just take a moment and just shoot off into the distance or whatever sort of thing and empty it out until so that you. Yeah, okay, and then I would just leave it empty if you wanna leave that technology there and just have some fun with your explosives and
Let me get inside in here and go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
yeah, no worries. Always learning. I should have filled it before I emptied it. Doo-doo-doo. Hmm. Man, what a waste of inventory. Those heat capacitors need to go. Okay. Still just just refining away here. Almost got all my pure ferrite together. It's quite the process getting it. I have a lot of ferrite. I had like 4,000 magnetized ferrite, which just like it should break down into double the pure ferrite. Oh, plenty. Yeah, I got almost like 6,000 pure ferrite on me right now, and I've used some up already. Did you end up refining out that whole stack of indium, or? I actually found activated indium not far away. It might be in that system that I warped to, or it might be even in this system. I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright. Technology. Something's getting shot. Is that the pulse splitter or something? Sounds awesome. If you're trying to waste ammo, every time you break one of those barrels, you get ammo. Yeah, they give you projectile ammunition. Those barrels do. Combat supplies with a little touch of like pugnium or something in them. Or nanites and ammo. It's a 40 stack of ammo every time you, or roughly every time you open those barrels. How's the glass coming in here? Look at that. Looking good. 26 minutes till you got your next harvest of crystals. And it'll be a full dome's worth, so that's actually a decent amount of glass if you're looking to do some more upgrades to your facilities. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that when you get to one of the earlier missions on your scientist, will have hooked you up with that. I want that up in the front of my book. Yeah, I've learned to be pretty afraid of the plasma cannons and stuff like that. Not so much the guns. Like the guns I normally carry some ammo and stuff like that. The guns are cool, but the plasma cannons are terrifying in the game in a sense, just with the blowback on them. If I do have one installed at this point, I would leave it empty just for my own safety. But that's nice. Yeah, that's like a almost reminds me of like the mining laser as far as like a phase beam. Nice, you'll be able to go into the red systems now. Did you put it in your vault? Yeah, chromatic metal just you'll go through a lot in the beginning, and like if you're fixing ships and stuff like that, and a lot of different processes like that, you'll go through a lot. With the large refinery, if you're really looking for chromatic metal, indium, gold, and silver, those three, if you put those in, it's like a 10x recipe. So for every one of each of those materials, you'll get 10 chromatic metal out. So it's very fast to refine, and it produces a heck of a lot for your materials. Yeah. It really is. It's cool. Starships in the way. Landing area not clear. Yep. I think that's awesome. I'm not even too sure how far in this cave goes, but I might actually be able to get enough for 4 people to land here, which would be kind of cool. I need some more metal plates and processors. I gotta see if I can put more landing pads in here to accommodate guests. I'm excited about this build. This is more of just like a having fun sort of thing there. Like I enjoy building, so this is an opportunity for a fun build. Yeah, oh yeah. The materials to work with here are awesome. I like how, like, it took me a long time to get out of just building like with wood shacks. But as I'm learning which pieces actually connect to each other and stuff, I've found you can connect pretty much every structure together and stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. It takes a bit of figuring out what attaches to what, but it's quite the puzzle. But it was fun figuring it out, that's for sure. I enjoyed it. Like figuring out how to put up that landing pad for you, man. I went back and did a base. One of my bases got upgraded with a rooftop landing pad shortly after, figuring out how to do that. Oh, it was cool. I appreciated the chance to figure that out. I've already started applying it in other builds. Uh,
$50,000, so yeah.
yeah, you could just sell them, but eventually you can use those for building those high-end recipes. You need one of those per something. There's the Herox. Hold up, I got it in my book here. Herox and a Herox, a Lemium, and a dirty bronze. If you put those together, they can make a geodesite or geodesite and stuff like that. But you probably don't have that recipe yet. But those actually go into making fusion igniters later on down the road. Universe. No worries, just updating my list here. I'm trying to make it a little more streamlined to find stuff in my notebook. I got loose pages. I have to for this game, man. I got just so many different things to find and stuff, and recipes to use. And I used to keep all this kind of data and an iPad and stuff, but I've stepped away from using that sort of stuff of late. They like to grow legs and stuff like that, and it's just, yeah. I used to have one that was 128 gigabytes and stuff like that, and that one grew legs on me. And I was working with a much smaller one, but it grew so frustrating, never having enough space. Oh man, the amount of stuff I was capturing, and then like videos and stuff as well, and editing, and it just 28 gigabytes is not enough space to work with. At least after growing accustomed to having like an extra 100 with that. It was an expensive iPad. It was fun while it lasted, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, mine's it's last me, so
Man, mine probably would have still be running if it hadn't have grown legs. Man, I had like my whole music collection on that. Like, I still have my phone. It's like, I don't know how old now. It's like the last reserve of my music collection. That iPad that grew legs had like 5,000 songs on it. Yeah, it was like 5,600 and something. Yeah. Explorers. Yeah, Explorers top out at 38 mil. The cheap takeoff. I think they have the cheapest takeoff. It's a little higher cost for takeoff on PermaDeath, though, which is different. Like on normal mode, I got my takeoff on my Explorers like a 12% per, or it might even be 10% now. Yeah, it's crazy. You get a lot more takeoffs out of a fuel tank versus anything else. If you're doing a lot of taking off and landing, I would recommend an Explorer class for that.
okay. I the players smart, with what I use.
Makes sense?
Renting pads and all that stuff.
Oh, right, yeah, definitely take advantage of those when you can, of course. 26. jeez, wrong spot. That was silly. Oh, geez. Surprised. Turn and look at the two people in the room here. Apologies, I'm just making some updates to my notes here. Didn't even realize people were tuned in. Not many, of course, as usual, but that was unexpected. Just chilling in the back cave. Staring at my terminal here, actually. Let's throw up a door. There. Give a slightly more appealing view than the terminal I was sitting staring at. making this person want to play again, apparently. They've done a lot, and there's more coming here later on in the year, apparently. So if you were a day one player, from what I've been hearing from other veterans of the game, a lot has changed for the better. It's a lot more streamlined to get money and whatnot. It's not so bad, apparently. Yeah. They've added like underwater building modules and stuff now too, and a little costly as far as recipes go and whatnot, but they've added those. Freighters are not so expensive and all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, just got a couple more notes to finish here. There's 6 more spots to fill, and I'm back to building. There we go. Yeah, Beyond is looking exciting. That's good. I've been trying not to watch too much on the Beyond info. I like to wait for an update to come and just see what happens before going and getting my hopes too high on something and not getting what I was hoping for, sort of thing. I normally don't watch much on the updates myself, but it's good news. Been hearing a lot of positive feedback like that from other players. How's your base coming, Latin? I might come back and... Oh, nice. Right, yeah, that takes a little bit of time to get some of those gathered, yeah? Hmm. Copperate, you gotta feed animals, or you can eventually grow copperate. I could plant some copperate for you if you wanted a biodome with some copperate, or like, yeah. To start out though, it's not, or if you hit up a trading post, if you hit up a trading post as well, the merchants that come in there, they like the people that fly in, they have it they yeah, they have little patches of it sometimes though. Like the guys that land there, their inventory is limited to 5. If you don't see it, it's not there. Just wait for another guy. It might take a few people to come through, but eventually it'll come flying in if you're not wanting to go feeding animals or don't have access to a farm. I can come install some biodomes and plant you some copperite, which will grow out in 4 hours and whatnot. I might even have some copperite on me if you need some. Yeah, I can do another dome with some glass for you, or not glass, copperite. Sorry. The glass will be ready to harvest here soon. Actually, that I can set you up another dome. Okay. Yeah, it's 5 per. I'll swing on back over. It's funny though, this person that was just in the room, I think they're after moving on, was just like, time to reinstall. They're all excited about what's going on here. A lot of hype building around this game, man. It's good. It's got me excited for the next update, that's for sure. I definitely got to start working my survival file up though. I want to try and get one of those built up. It's my survival file is like 12 minutes old. I made it to my ship and saved and backed out. This is about as far as I've gotten so far. Object in use. It's gonna be like that, is it? Okay, so that's working. That's working. Okay. That works as well. Okay. That's weird. Something's going on there with the oxygen harvesters, or different devices at times. I don't know. No, that's no worries, man. That's I was just testing something there really to see if I could access it or not. It gave me an object in use notification when I went to that. Any minute now this should come popping up. Speaking of which, there's some already up there. 4 more minutes and then you're gonna have a full dome of frost crystals there. That's all the crystals I got, okay. I don't think I have any more pure ferrite left on me. Oh, I do. I can only build 1. That's not enough. Unless I put it right to attach. Got a question when you get here as far as where would you like another biodome attached? Yeah, which direction to take it as far as attaching to the rest, or do you want it in a separate location, or what? Oh, yeah, no rush. By all means, whatever you're working on, it's all carry on with that. I can do other things in the meantime. I should grab some more materials, actually. That's what I should do. Is it? Oh, it's a bee. Man, that big old the claws came flying in with a B class. I got excited for a second there. The ship that I'm currently using is actually one that I'm looking to trade off, so.
Oh, there's a broken down ship here.
Another one? Is it like a big crashed one? Or it's a little one? Oh, really?
No, it's a little one. Yeah, I'll show you the little one. Let me drive around it again.
For you, I would definitely pick that up, man, and just add it to your collection. You can have up to 6 personal ships, and then after that, after your 6 personal ships, you start trading them off. Like, you can only have 6, but like in the meantime, I would add that to your collection, though, just for the sake of some trading value on your next purchase. It might not be the biggest trade-in value purchase or sort of thing, but I mean, it's some money saved, like, right? It's a slight discount or whatever. Sodium is actually sort of a decent value material, but if you take a bunch of the sodium and I was thinking of salt. Sorry, I was crossing my wires there as far as words. Little dyslexia for you. Thinking of a different resource that starts with S. Sodium's decent for your things though, but yeah. Definitely when you find a nice patch of sodium, it's worth grabbing. You still buy that ship? Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's yours. I think that's your ship. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a shuttle. Okay, so the shuttles actually have a decreased takeoff as well, but they're not as good as Explorers, but they are slightly better than other ships. Kind of a 20 and 5. See, that's almost $1 million. I mean, you'll get 70% of that 850,000. But you'd have to fix up. Like if you're looking to get the full trade-in value on that one, you'd have to fix up all the broken slots on the general inventory. You don't have to fix tech slots to get the full value. Is what seems to be the thing of at this point the known thing to get the most value. You might only be able to see it. I don't actually see any light. That's weird. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that would be cool if it worked. I didn't know that was actually a thing. I tried using my light to like do like a reveal on one of my things there. If you those sort of different things are you can use those to help increase your standing with the different races and stuff. Like there's like the Gek version, there's a Korvax and Viking. Those help increase your standing when you give those to those things. If you don't see the option to give that, you can kind of like cycle the conversation loop with them by like asking them to teach you a word. Sometimes helps change the conversation options. So if you don't see the option that you were looking for, like if you like there's 2 gifts per race, try just cycling the conversation that way to if you're trying to give them stuff. Man, I like that ship. Some cobalt. I might even have. Yeah, I can. I wouldn't mind clearing up a slot. If I got a stack of 142 on top of a 500 stack. Ooh, those these relics here. If you pick those relics up, they have a tetra cobalt that comes with them, and it refines into cobalt or ionized cobalt actually, which is a yeah. All the subterranean relics are kind of a nuisance, so yeah, unless you're like actually like out picking them and stuff. Sometimes you will need like tetra cobalt and stuff though, so that'll be useful to know in the future. Yeah, that's cool. Man, you're making out pretty well on finding ships and stuff. That's a lot more than I found in the beginning, that's for sure. There's 2 on the same planet, man. Like, I did some traveling before I found some. Ooh, I think there's some albumin pearls over here. Looks like it. Yep. Sentient plant. These are albumin pearls. I'm pretty sure if you pick these, the sentinels will get pissed at you. Oh, nice. You fixed one of those, machines?
Yeah.
Was it S-Class, or was it like a... what color was it?
Oh, for that little technology one, I found it before. Fix that and
Oh.
give me that. So I'm guessing that turns into a technology, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be something you can install. Those are definitely worth fixing along the way. You can get gold modules out of those at times.
Yeah, because this one is, I don't know what it is. It's an A module.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's definitely helpful. And
Hybrid pump. Should I put it next to any of my technology?
what kind of technology is it? If you can stick it beside other stuff, it's definitely helpful to group stuff together.
Yeah, well, it's a hybrid pump. I'm trying to, that's what it says.
I don't know.
My technology's not anymore because I'm full.
I don't know what it is. Are you trying to install it right now? Like, did you already activate the install option? Because if you back up, if you press circle on it, if you haven't installed it yet.
It's an extremely powerful open for exosuit
Movement?
movement.
Okay. Exosuit movement. If, do you have, I would put it beside your other movement modules if you have a place set up for movement modules. If you can stick it with those, hold,
Can I redo it? Have like say if I accidentally dismantle the hazmat tower, or do I have
yeah, you can uninstall and reinstall that known technology. Like you have the recipe for Hazmat Gauntlet, so you could easily move that where you want to at this point.
yeah, because that way if I
Modules are easy to get as well, man. It's just a matter of doing some shopping and with nanite stuff there.
okay. You know what? Then I'll put this on the list.
I'm trying to find a planet in close by here actually to find some water to do some swimming at some point. To go like that, those hedgehog cores or whatever, like that green thing I gave you, that AJ gave to me. Those are underwater and stuff. So that's eventually I'll track down a water planet close by so we can do some scuba diving. Those are good for nanites though, but platinum, you can just buy platinum and refine it into nanites when you're trying to buy modules. When you're looking at the stations or whatever, they only have so many modules available there, and then you have to go on to the next station. I don't know the cooldown timer on them, but it's when you're actually hunting modules, it's just better to whip up fuel and go hunting like that. Oh yeah, you're just getting some story mode there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I seen that, getting a breakdown on that thing. I watched the machine pop up and stuff. That was interesting to see.
Alright, let me see this. Let me check this out. So if I just click on it, this one obviously has the same thing on the other ones. Okay. The hyperdrive, the launch stress is supposed to be. I'm gonna compare. Then I'm just gonna buy, right?
Yeah, the left option when it to buy to add to your collection, and then I would hop back in your other ship and just leave that until you're ready to have a fixer-upper kind of day. Oh, there's the sunrise. Sweet. Another sunrise, man. Now that I know how to spot the sun here, and it's so much, like, really cool. I didn't realize there was a sun in the solar systems there for a long time. There, now it's a sunset. Flying upside down. Man, I hope the Claws comes flying in an S-Class, man. That might make its way into my collection. I wouldn't mind. Oh, you got that one? Right, yeah, I fixed that last night. Yeah, that's cool. Shields are still down? Oh, welcome, AJ. I'm live to an audience of 0.
I'm Ned. Never mind. They're all having tea.
Probably.
Yeah.
Doing real life stuff. How you doing?
I'm good. I got to that system with
Gemini?
the force field hauler. Yeah.
Nice. Or the hauler, okay.
And I got it. Yeah, got it twice in PermaDeath.
You got 2 S-Class of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I tried for a third one straight after, but it wouldn't come in.
Oh, really? Man, 2 already, though. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm back there in normal mode now, trying for the first time.
Oh, that's cool. Did you make it to Gemini?
I did, yes.
Awesome. That's cool. I might have
10 minutes after you got off.
Oh, really?
I finished my base there.
That
I've got
was...
a base there in PermaDeath and normal now.
That's cool.
But in normal, my base is right next to the portal, because there is a portal on that planet.
Really? Yeah,
although
I'm definitely
when you scan in your Nomad for alien artifacts, it gives you no hits.
Oh, that's
so there's
weird.
No monoliths.
So that's a really lucky find then, because you're not going to get directions to the portal then.
Nope. Well, you have to take the galactic coordinates and portal there to find it.
Okay.
Basically.
I guess that's one way to find it.
But I can get the coordinates off my starship and fly there in PermaDeath. But I'm not going to relocate my base in PermaDeath, because I finished it pretty much.
See.
Apart from the decorations.
The final details.
Yeah.
I found a bubble last night.
Oh,
it's
great.
so funny to say, but I'm stoked about it. Yeah, I was pretty excited. I'm actually over in Latinboy's startup system here, and there was a bubble planet that in the system, and yeah, I found my first bubble.
If you find a nice system with blue lighting, the bubbles look best on those.
Okay. Yeah, I found out you can't change the color on them, man. I was a little surprised. Like, no. Yeah. But they look cool. I really like the green that they have.
Yeah. Oh, they are. I think all the collectibles are pretty cool, because I don't think they go on your base limit. I don't think they go on your base build limit, because you can put them anywhere, basically.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can do a lot of decorating with those things.
My next one that I really would like to find is one of the cubes. Now that I found a bubble, I think I'm gonna try to track down a cube.
Yeah, those cubes are cool.
Yeah,
but
I like
in the twin system next to Gemini 1, Gemini 2 has a bubble planet as well. I sent you a message on that this morning.
Oh, that's where that's taken from. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not far away on my normal file. Then I definitely would plan on returning there to do a build. I kind of considering doing like an elevator to the sky sort of thing, like where I just do like the real small panels or whatever to make a small like shoot straight up to the sky sort of thing, so you can like just keep jetpacking upwards.
One guy I met after I met you.
Mm-hmm.
I joined his game randomly. He's got a space station, sort of a low orbit station called the Aurora.
The Aurora,
and
that's cool. I like the name.
That's on a low gravity moon. That's quite cool. That was. I jumped off, and it took my jetpack charged up fully before I got down to the bottom. That was how long the fall was. It's the longest jump I've ever done in No Man's Sky, I think. From time, considering time.
Right. Yeah, I gotta...
It was great. And don't forget, if you ever try it, do it in third person. It's a real blast. See guy waving his arms and legs around. trying to look like a skydiver and failing.
Yeah, that's definitely
I loved
something
it.
else
It
I
was
would
great.
like to find too. A nice high orbit, low gravity base would be interesting for sure.
But you can actually go to Gemini in PermaDeath now, if you want to.
I'm definitely interested in that at some point. That sounds like a
'Cause,
cool location to have access to.
I got a base there now.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested, man. Those the twin stars are definitely a sight to see, and a cool build location.
It's a first for me in No Man's Sky. I've never found systems that close together before.
Yeah, and you've traveled a lot, the most out of anybody that I know at this point.
Well, I'm always warping to try and find my unicorn. Found another S-Class multi-tool today, but it wasn't very good.
Oh, really? Like a rifle or a pistol or something?
Yeah, normal rifle. Had the 1919 bonus on it. Okay. So it's about the worst S-Class multi-tool you can find.
Next
and I
to
rolled
a pistol.
the skins on. There was only 3 planets in the system, so I rolled the skins. One was another rifle, and or 2 of them were rifles, and the third one was like a starter pistol with 10 slots, with not bad stats on it, but not the best.
Wasn't
but the 2 rifles. No, the 2 rifles were both 24 slots. So, yeah.
I mean, it's an upgrade for starting, but it wasn't what you're looking for by any means, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, you got the awesome alien weapon, so it would be a trade down.
Yeah, I would never do it, would I?
No, that would be like the only way a person would be doing that is if they gave us an option to have more than one weapon, I think. But even then,
just collecting it just out of sentimental value, I think.
Yeah. Did it have a cool name on it, or wasn't noteworthy? I'm assuming if it didn't really.
Well, I didn't screenshot it. It was just plain white with red markings, so it looks, like the small starter pistol. And I didn't screenshot it because it just wasn't noteworthy.
Okay.
It was a blowout, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
A bad S-Class, in my opinion. I actually have coordinates for place that had 16 slot monster skin, but I have only found it there as an A class, but looks like my unicorn. And I was going to port there and see if it's changed at all, or have a look around, warp around the area and see if I can find it in that system area bigger. But it's on the to-do list. I have so much to do.
There's a lot to do in this game, that's for sure, and the distractions along the way.
Once you get out and about and get confident with navigating, it's just enormous. The game, it's enormous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the big things about No Man's Sky is finding stuff. So navigating is of a high importance. It's like, I can't emphasize the fact, if you find anything interesting, always get the galactic coordinates.
Hey, I regret not grabbing it for that system. Marvel of the Viking fighter ship that I found. I just absolutely loved the name about it. Was the thing that really stood out to me. Like the Marvel of the Viking, considering it's like the warrior race. It really stood out to me.
I found an animal, and the notes on it was "Loves Viking."
I've seen a couple like that, or like they bond with the Viking and stuff.
It still attacked me though, but
So so it didn't actually like respond positively to your player then, did it? As that race? I wonder if that's something they just haven't
even
played on yet.
Even though I'm dressed up like a Viking, the game still knows I'm a traveller.
Okay. It's seen through the disguise.
It does, yes. It sees the bits and bytes.
It's pretty funny.
It is. I thought it was I was quite disappointed. I was going to take him back to my freighter as a pet.
Yeah, that would be interesting if they did incorporate that down the road, where players could actually like get have pets like that.
I was
going to base.
I was going to have a couple of guard dogs.
That'd be real cool.
Get those hell dogs with the red glowy eyes.
I haven't seen any of those yet. That sounds like something worth seeing.
Oh, I can take you somewhere and show them my PvP arenas. Although it has extremely bad weather, has those, and they spawn immediately as soon as you get out of your exocraft and attack you.
Okay.
You got about three against one there straight away.
So it's might have been. Really? Okay. I didn't know those were a thing, man. That's a creature that I was unaware of, man.
You got red glowy eyes. They look pretty awesome. If you're playing late at night, you might get spooked. Some of them have antlers as well. They look a bit weird.
Yeah, that would be really weird. Antlers on a
they
dog.
look sort of like lion-sized dogs, sort of, because they have a long nose. They don't have a flat face like lions.
Yeah, there's so many creatures to see in the game. That's something that's another thing that I've really enjoying so far. All the different animals to spot.
Yeah.
It's so unexpected. I definitely find myself just going, wow, like, what is that? They're so crazy, man. The combinations are unreal.
I haven't actually seen a hell of a lot of Diplos since Next dropped.
What's a Diplo?
It looks like this. I'll send you a screenshot.
Sure.
They were a big thing at the hub.
Okay.
When they first made the Galactic Hub.
That is a site that I hope to want to see at some point. I'd like to make a trip to the hub to check it out.
It's got a long neck and a weird bone on the top of its head. Oh, scrolling again, searching my millions of pictures. It must have been quite a while ago then.
Yeah, but that's definitely going to be a problem with that many screenshots, but they're there for a reason, right?
Well, it's all I can take away from the game, really.
I mean, it's a fun thing to do. I definitely am working on my own collection of screenshots and
yeah,
it happens for sure.
It is a No Man's Sky illness, I think.
Along with the AOS.
I saw a rainbow yesterday.
Really?
Bloody amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
On Gemini.
Wow.
On Gemini,
has
there was
rainbows?
a rainbow.
My goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I definitely have to go there.
Just after a storm it was out.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. It's good to know that there's rainbows there. Especially in Gemini, of all places. That's even more of like a really cool occurrence.
A bonus, yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. Well, this could take a while.
One of my regulars that tunes in every now and then, that's on their bucket list sort of thing to find one. Nice.
Take him there, or put it on your channel when you see it.
Definitely gonna try capturing a rainbow at some point. I would definitely happily record and upload that. That sounds like something that would be really cool for players to see if they haven't. To show them how. Oh, really? Okay. The cactus farm moon, or the dangerous moon, the sentinel hazard moon. Okay, prairie or whatever it's called there. I found a water planet not too far away, finally, to do some scuba diving here. I'm gonna drop a base there.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy animals in No Man's Sky.
Can imagine. Oh, it's an extreme hazard planet, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to be underwater most of the time here anyways. Maybe the water's going to be a little
they're good
rough.
because you get your survival milestone in extreme conditions faster if you hang around there a while. A long time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's quite useful to have a base on a place like that.
It's hot. It's wonder what the water's going to be like. One way to find out. Would the water actually be hot? I don't think the temperatures are... No, temperatures are okay in the water. Good. It's a little bit hot at 36 degrees Celsius there. It's some hot water to swim in, but I mean it's like 100 plus in the atmosphere here. So
out of the water, yeah. So
yeah, I'm gonna be spending most of my time underwater here, anyways. I want to do some scuba diving for cores there. That's what my intentions with this stop.
Be careful.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually got killed today by pirates earlier on.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You were in deep.
Well, I wasn't charging my shields, and
okay.
they took all my shields down, and next shot just killed me. So I was being stupid, but it's my own fault. But no harm done.
Reminder.
Safe still there.
That's good. Managed to close out in time.
Oh yeah. It's an automatic response with me.
That's good. Latinboy had a scare earlier as well.
I think they've actually ramped up the NPCs, pirates, a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, challenge is definitely good.
Oh, I've done that, yeah.
It's
not as easy as you think it would be, especially if it's a duel, you know, if you both know you're going to fight. But if you surprise someone, it's quite easy to take them out.
I'm not thinking of surprising anybody. I might get surprised myself.
Yeah, I've killed myself more than anyone else has killed me, and I've been killed by a few people. More than once. I can't actually find a screenshot of a true Diplo, but I've got one of quite an interesting looking animal that looks pretty similar. Just the bone's different on the head.
Okay.
And these are big guys, they are.
Yeah, there's some big animals.
Had some nice colours on him. Like that green stripy look. I've killed myself with plasma grenades more time than I care to tell people. That's what I always say in No Man's Sky, suicide is painless. Unfortunately, I didn't save the address, so I won't be finding that again so soon.
That's something I'll keep an eye out for, though. Traveling, looking for creatures like that. That's a cool one. I might not find that exact version, but you know, like a different combination like that along the way. You never know, right?
At one phase in the game, I went to a planet and there were only large animals on it and big herds of them. It was amazing.
Yeah, that would be another sight to see. Wow, like a big old.
And
like,
it was like flat rolling
land.
country as well, so you could see them all from very far away. That was impressive. That was. I wish I'd. Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of the game. You gotta go through a learning process until you get up to speed. I mean, I've been playing it since it came out on PlayStation 4, so that's quite a few years. Well, I can give you a lot of help with game mechanics and how to achieve your aims if you're interested. He's a good guy like that, yeah.
Man, AJ's just as good of a helper, if not better, man. Holy smokes. I've learned more from you than YouTube has helped.
What I wanted to tell you is I saved all the crystals off of my last frigate tour, if you're interested.
The crystals?
I've got them in a hauler. Yeah, all the crystals. They brought back a shitload of like
I know what you're talking about.
Carbon crystals and superoxide crystals.
I wouldn't turn those down.
Tetrachloride crystals for the ionized cobalt, and just can't remember. I think it was PermaDeath.
Okay. Yeah, if it's on PermaDeath, yeah, for sure. I definitely wouldn't turn those down.
Or it might have been in normal. I'd have to go and check.
I got a decent supply of those on normal now with my. I've got a 25 ship fleet there and stuff, so I got a half decent supply of those. But I could still make use of those materials for sure on whatever file.
It might actually have been PermaDeath because that's where I thought of it. I think while I was waiting for the force field freighter hauler to come in this morning.
Okay.
I was thought about it and then offloaded them and chucked it all in a hauler for you. Because I'll only delete them.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. You're just going to run out of room otherwise, especially with the pretty much max units there.
Well, I've got to keep it moving to keep their stats going up, so I won't stop sending them out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just waiting for mine to return here, actually, so I can keep mine moving. It reminds me, I got to keep buying ships, but I've just been too distracted with base building and stuff. Happens to the best of us.
It does, yeah.
Specimen.
What ships are you looking for at the moment?
He's already found a couple crashed ones. He found the first crash ship he found was actually an not an S-Class, but I seen an S-Class version of that one earlier in the night, and I was like, I want this ship, and he found it as a C crashed. It was like his first crash ship he found. It's kind of
nice.
Surprising.
Because you actually change your tastes in the game as you get more into it, or I did. I like the rare designs very much. Ones you don't see. Rare. Not red, rare. But there are some designs in the game that you don't actually see a lot. They don't spawn in a lot of places. And they're the ones I like. Unfortunately. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, those abyssal horrors are quite the tank, man. By quite the tank, holy smokes.
Shotgun right in their face.
Shotgun,
and
okay.
It's a one-shot kill.
Good to know. I definitely did that the
when,
hard
when
way.
when it's sucking you in, you can't actually shoot it. You've got to keep spamming square. But when they let go of you, if you shoot it fast, it's a one-shot kill with the shotgun. I was doing it recently.
Yeah, that's quite the rush there. It is.
Don't forget to pick the eye up because you can sell it. It's not a bad price.
Pick the eye up.
Sort of like a Gravitino ball or something.
Okay.
You have to pick it up fast because they despawn.
Okay, yeah, I've already missed out on that one.
Yeah. They disappear after about 15 seconds or something. But watch out getting those Hadar cores. Be careful. That fish will kill you.
Yeah, it clipped me when it come out. I took off running back to my submarine and was shooting it with that, and it was like taking like 300 a hit and stuff. I only managed to get 2, but that was my first.
Yeah, that's all I ever
time.
managed to get. But
I mean, that's a quick chunk of nanites right there. That was 100 nanites in a very small amount of time.
That's like a couple of that's three damaged machinery. That is, so I mean it is, and they refine through so fast. It's just OP.
They pop pretty interesting when you shoot them with the shotgun. It took me a couple, like four shots to kill it, but
well, it's difficult to aim at them because they're all over the place, aren't they? Or you are.
My aim is definitely all over the place.
Yeah, I can't get a clean shot on anything. That's why I have the shotgun.
That was definitely faster than my my submarine's current setup, though, with the shotgun.
Yep. No, the multi-tool is definitely more powerful than the submarine cannon, even if you have S modules on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I put upgrades on my cannon yet.
Oh, I've tried it out. It doesn't. It's not very good.
Yeah, I've got upgrades on my cannon, but I gotta do some rolling on these to get the stats higher.
All Exocraft weapons are not that brilliant.
I wonder if they'll ever give them a buff or not to make them a little more practical.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It would be welcomed.
Yeah,
I might
I could
actually
imagine
start
so.
fitting them in my Nomad if they started working better. Because to have an empty slot, I'd do away with the cannons and just have the mining laser there so that I can get condensed carbon to keep the fuel, up. like a mine condensed carbon when I'm driving around. A488, still not an S though. Come on, guys. Give me a break. It'll come in as a C40 next.
Is that the shield hauler?
Yep. Just came in maxed out as an A.
Oh,
I got it this morning. I'd only been here 10 minutes and it dropped straight away. It was about the second ship in as an S-class fully slotted.
Really?
And now the game's paying me back. I have a suspicion it has a cooldown. When someone's got it as an S, it won't appear for a certain amount of time again as an S.
Okay.
I have that suspicion. Maybe 24 hours. Oh, here it comes again. See what this is. I tried this afternoon to get it as an S again for the third time. Oh, it's an A48 again. Fully slotted A. Might have a look at it. It is an A. The scanner was right. Oh well. Because this is in this normal save, I've already got one with shields, but it doesn't look as cool as this one. It's got a different front on it. The front is shorter. It's the one that's not got the suspension on it. But see how it goes. Give this traveller some nanites. See if he's willing to help. Keeps giving me cash. 37,000 cash. For 15 nanites, that's not bad. You could do quite a good earner off that if you've got enough. If you've got enough nanites as a starter. Which none of them ever have, because no one collects them as a starter.
Nanites?
Yeah.
Yeah, nanites are... it's one way to fast track that.
It's the currency you need to buy the blueprints, yeah. And to buy all of the blueprints you need a hell of a lot of nanites. And then later on you need nanites to buy the upgrade modules, the S-class modules. They come in at sort of like 400 nanites a piece. Oh, they'll disappear very fast once you start buying the blueprints and modules. But it's good that you've got that many now. You need them. Yeah.
That used to be my main source of nanites, was warping along and discovering stuff. Until I found out about like platinum and the agile cores and pugnium and living sludge and all that. Like all the different
salvage tech refines into nanites as well, and that's easier to get than the agile cores.
Right. That is something I had forgotten about. Actually, those are a decent source too. Yeah.
Well, they are, because all you got to do is dig them up. You don't even get sentinels attacking you for digging them up. So it's something that a starter would be advised to use more than anything else.
Yeah, that's actually a really good call. it's a relatively safe source. I
It's a
mean,
safe way to get large amounts of nanites easily, and they refine faster than platinum.
yeah, that's good. The one thing that I would say when digging is digging can be kind of interesting though at times. I've had some interesting moments where I've fallen through the terrain when I've been standing in the wrong place when digging and stuff like that. I've like fallen out of the map. So
that
save
used to
regularly.
happen. I actually lost a save because I fell through the map earlier in the game.
I've had scares with it on normal, so I dig carefully. I'm scared to use my terrain. Well, not scared, but you know what I mean. I use my terrain modifier limited use because of the hazard of falling out.
No, I actually died in PermaDeath because I fell through the terrain, and of course it's like being underwater. You start drowning.
Oh, really?
Straight away, yeah. And I drowned. Yeah.
Hell of a way to go.
But if you jet back up fast enough and can find the hole that you fell through, you can get back out.
That's good to know.
But you have to jetpack
right
up
away.
real fast. Yeah. Because otherwise your jetpack's not big enough to get you out.
Yeah, I've learned to be ready to jump when I'm doing any digging so I don't fall through. If I see that like flash of the map starting to go or whatever, like it gets kind of see-through.
Yeah, I just leave
jump.
immediately if I see that. I stop digging there and go somewhere else. Find me another resource.
Depends on what's underground there for me. If the risk is worth the reward, I dig on and just be ready to jetpack. But I try to save regularly so I don't don't lose too much progress if I do have to crash out. I guess now that I know to do that.
Looks weird as hell when you get underneath the map. I've actually been under the map in a Nomad. That was quite interesting. That was difficult to get back out again sometimes.
Gotta find some water if there is any on the planet, and you can. That's a way I've been able to get out. Using the water.
Yeah, it was on a water planet, and that's the way I got out. I just kept driving round because you're moving fast. I found it quite fast the way out, but
yeah, I had a similar experience with a water planet sort of thing like that as well. It was kind of an interesting trip driving around under the ground, looking up through the map. It's a different sight.
Yeah.
I like seeing some of that stuff so you can get to see it's just a different perspective, a look at the structure of the game.
It's quite weird. All the little grass poking up and that. It looks quite strange.
Yeah, different plants and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite interesting the way a lot of it goes sort of see-through then as well from underneath.
It's quite yeah, it's definitely a cool sight. I like seeing that sort of stuff, and at occasion, you know, like if it's happening all the time and stuff, that's not that's not so fun. But it's cool to see on occasion for the sake of
interesting is if the planet has a lot of cave systems, you can see every tunnel underground.
Really?
Once you fall through the map. Yep.
That's cool.
That is really cool. That is. Yeah, it's not cool. If you get trapped under the map, you can die. It's quite. I mean, I have actually managed to terrain manipulate my way back into the map, back on top.
That's good to
where
know.
I belong. Yeah. I hit jetpack real fast, switched over my multi-tool, and when I couldn't go up anymore, I just terrain manipulated a big hole and went through the map and came out on top. It's quite good.
It would have been interesting to have like another player there to be fortunate to capture that moment of you blasting up out of the ground like that, returning in. That would be a tough moment to capture, though.
Oh, difficult to plan for.
Yeah, that would just be a lucky moment to capture versus actually planning for that.
They would have to be already filming because it has to happen fast, otherwise you drown.
Yeah.
Because if you fall too far, you can't jetpack back up.
Depends on your settings, though. If you can set your settings to capture up to 15 minutes of gameplay with your previous 15 minutes if you use your capture option, but that gets a little hard on space. After if you do a bunch of capturing a whole bunch of 15-minute videos, it adds up pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've got a terabyte, I mean, you're pretty good, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not so bad, but I know on like one of my systems, like when I was doing that with Elder Scrolls Online, man, I had a system just for that because it was so ridiculous the amount of stuff that I had captured. I had the game that takes up like 100 gigabytes, and then the rest was all captures, and enough room to allow for updates, which means you need the way they're set up. You have to have like an extra 100 gigabytes free at least just to do the update sort of thing. Like you have to have like enough free space for the full game file, which was super irritating.
Yeah.
But it made me edit video because I'd always be full. So in order to do my next update, I had to cut and edit to make things smaller.
Delete the previous, you had to get the previous out.
Yeah, it's
finished.
It forced me to compress video then.
Yeah. Well, it's not coming in. Seems definitely to be on a timer, a cooldown. Right, jump over to PermaDeath and try on that, see if there's anything giving. I doubt it, but you can always try. I think tomorrow is the day. I mean, I got it once yesterday and once today, so tomorrow might be the day.
That makes me laugh, man. Like the next one or tomorrow. It's definitely a thing with this game. just waiting to catch that next item, sort of thing like that.
Well, you do have to be patient.
Absolutely.
The game doesn't like it when you try to farm stuff, and it won't help you in that respect. It makes you slow down. If you're not a patient person, you won't like this game much.
That's not a problem here.
No. Although ship hunting does take me to my limits. I waited 12 hours for that S-class of that fighter that I really liked. That took me well over my limits. Both times.
Both times. 12-hour waits.
But you can actually. Yeah, you could actually go AFK and just wait 12 hours and...
But you might miss it.
Well,
That's my fear.
You do 11 and a half and then you jump in.
Okay.
And catch the last hour or so, and then
Guess that
you'll
would be
definitely get it. I haven't tried it yet, but I might.
If it is on a timer, that might be a way to... Yeah, it might be something worth testing. Might be onto something there.
Well, I got it twice, and it came in 12 hours twice, so...
Yeah, it definitely
I
would lead
suspect
you to believe that for
it is
sure.
on a timer, but then it gets contradictory with the game mechanics, where I got it this morning, after the second time it came in as an S. And now, I've just arrived here, it's come in about 3 or 4 times, and 2 A's, B's and C's. No S. So the S might be on a 24-hour timer. So once somebody's got one in a 24-hour period, it won't appear again. Maybe. If I come back tomorrow and I get one in the first 10 minutes, I know it's definitely a pattern then. But the first one I got took about 3 hours or something, I think, yesterday, in PermaDeath. And I didn't miss any. It's like they've hidden a game mechanic that steers it so well. It's no one's found out how it works yet.
Get some carbon.
In PermaDeath, I could jump over and give you all those crystals if you want.
Sure.
That would save you.
We're
because nothing happening here, I don't think.
Just building away over in this system here, I think. Right, I got some glass to put up some domes. That was something I definitely got sidetracked from with my back cave here. Putting up some biodomes for you. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah. When I seen that material in my inventory, it reminded me.
You got a save in, have you, Ned? Just in case it crashes when I come in.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna run and hop in and out of my ship. I'm joined on Latin's save here. His yeah. It sounds like we should both save just in case. Yeah, I'm saved now as well.
You good?
Yep. Cool. That's good to know as far as for multiplayer sessions for players to check that. Yeah, it's a good thing to know.
Well, it is polite to let everybody know you're going to join, because they might just be in the finishing touches of an enormous base build.
Yeah.
And you jump in and it all crashes and they lose everything. They've got to do it all again. It could upset someone quite a lot, really.
Oh man, I definitely have experienced that on a base that I had wanted to build. I found out the game couldn't handle it. I wasn't even 25% of the way through my vision of what I wanted to build, essentially. And I had only known about 8 plants at the time, so I would have actually been another 4 towers bigger than what it was. And I was going to build 8 towers, 7 stories tall, with 4 domes per and stuff, which was just the game couldn't handle. I got to the 3rd tower, and it was about halfway through the 3rd tower when things were just a terrible crash loop. My game would start and crash instantly over and over and over again, and then I managed to get in long enough, change some settings, and then just scrambled to delete a bunch of stuff with to be able to escape that.
Which planet are you on?
Currently on the bubble planet, Bovers.
Boulders.
Bovers, B-O-V-E-R. It's default name. Or not default name, but somebody else's name.
Yeah, I'm coming. On my way.
I'm just chilling in my bat cave. I just added some more structure to it here. When you actually port in here, there's landing pads that puts your ship underground for an interesting takeoff. It does scratch your shields a little bit, but definitely one of the coolest
Tight
takeoffs
fit,
I've made
is it?
so far.
Yeah.
It's game doesn't like you taking off through the ground. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I actually had one base build where if I got out of my ship, it would put me inside the base. Quite interesting.
Nicholas S is wondering if they can join. Are they on PS4? Would be one of my questions for them, I guess. If they are, just send me an ad, and you should be able to hop in. There's a beacon by the hole in the ground to get to the cave, and then.
No, I just landed outside because I want to see which ship I got the crystals in.
Okay.
Got to call a few down.
Okay, Nicholas
I
is
can't
on
remember.
PS4. Yeah, shoot me a friend request there, and then yeah, you should be able to hop in our session here, I think. We got one slot left there, so somebody.
Nice.
Just enough room.
Look at those force fields. That is just crazy. That is that.
Yeah, I'm definitely got to come take a look at this ship in person.
This is the right ship as well. Wonder how I knew that. I see you walking around underground.
Yeah, I just come out here. The hole in the ground's over by.
Yeah.
I got a beacon above ground to mark the entrance.
Have you got a Colossus built, have you? Because you might want to bring it to fill it up with all these crystals.
Sure, that's a good call. I can do that. I just gotta accept this friend request here, and I'm gonna summon my Colossus. I upgraded my Colossus finally with some modules and whatnot last night. Yeah.
You enjoying it? You enjoying it, are you?
It was fun. I definitely went for a fun drive. I went on.
It's awesome now, isn't it? It's a really fun vehicle.
Yeah,
and
definitely made it more
space
enjoyable for sure. I don't know if I have my Exocraft summoning station built yet on this planet. I do have my. Oh, I got my Pilgrim around, or not my Pilgrim. I do got my Colossus around, so I must have built it here.
Here she comes.
Boom. Even painted it finally.
Yeah. Right. Oxygen, superoxide crystals. You'll probably have to push them over to.
Yeah, everybody just make a save sort of thing at this point would be a good call. Nicholas will be joining us shortly. Yeah, I had just recently done a save too, so we are set to host.
I only just got here, so I won't bother.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything special. Carbon crystals.
Yeah, we're in a party chat right now.
Got some more superoxide. It's all a bit mixed up, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I'm happy to take these materials at this point. Stuff my Colossus full of goodies.
Well, I just delete them anyway, so.
Yeah, appreciate the supplies. I'll put them to good use. Welcome.
And mangold you can refine into gold.
That's good to know for making upgrades for my freighter.
Yeah. There you go, that's it.
Awesome, thank you, man.
Job done. That's all I got. The rest I already deleted. So what do you think of the latest addition to my fleet?
I'm about to take a look at it here.
In person. I love those force fields. I think they're just great. Such a rare ship to find. Kindly to a few bullet holes. but
Wow.
never mind. Suppose that's the VK in engineering for you, rough and ready.
That's a nice ship.
It is. I love it. I love it. It's my favourite design hauler. Don't like any of the others, really.
It's got a real clean look to it, nice square back and stuff.
Yeah, it still block your doors up though because the front's too big.
Let's keep it sunny here so I can see better.
There's one version that doesn't have sort of like the.
It's got like a blue back on it.
Extend. Say again.
It's got a blue back on it. Blue metal painting in the back, or is that just a visual glitch on my side? Because I swear it just changed colors in front of me. Like the back end of your ship. I'll stand on top of it here. Like this metal plate that I'm standing on top of is blue on my screen. That section, like this metal plating area here, is blue on the back half of your ship.
Yeah, it is blue.
Okay.
It is blue, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's different. That's like out of everything on the ship, it looks awesome. The one thing that I would change myself is just that blue plating. I would make it like the silver, like white that you got going on there. It's about the only thing I would change on that ship, man. Everything else is just wow.
No, I like the force fields around the cargo pods. And it's got sort of like gold edging on the cargo pods. I think that's quite cool.
Oh yeah, it's got some little trim there. Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like gamer tag. Nick's got gonna be starting a new file here, so that's actually not too bad of a place to start. If you can hear me. Yeah, they're coming into the system. This is where you started. Yeah, no worries. We'll be able to see them soon enough when they join, I believe.
Build an exocraft real fast, and then he can jump in it and stay alive.
The exocraft station works for players that haven't unlocked it?
It does. If you
really?
build it, they can summon one.
Okay.
It's got nothing in it, but
Still
just
a safe
put
place
one
to
down.
take shelter.
Give him some condensed carbon, and
cool.
It'll be have a real easy start.
I didn't know that about the exocraft. I could have done that for a few people now, but I'll definitely be able to do that in the future.
You could do it for everybody.
Yeah,
basically.
I carry my exocraft station everywhere, just as like part of my travel kit, because it's a useful tool to have.
I can usually always build one, but I don't have enough batteries at the moment. But I could make some.
The turn on the Colossus is a little sluggish, but all else it's a lot of fun going straight. Which is normally the case when you're traveling somewhere.
Yeah, if you're going from A to B, you're only straight lining anyway, aren't you?
There we go.
I can now build an exocraft. He's entered the system.
Should be a decent start point.
I'm going to look for him. Are you on an anomalous planet, are you?
Don't know if it has a headset or not, but they can hear us though, so that's half the battle down at least.
Still got your channel on, has he?
I don't know if he's still watching or not, but they definitely can hear us over the headsets. I know that much.
Oh, that's good. Coming in hot. I had a guy I met the other day. His mic was broken as well. I could hear him, or his headphones were broken, and he couldn't hear me. So
it's no worries.
We're gonna have to hook up when he gets a new headset. He says he's got to wait until he gets paid. That'll be the end of the month. That was the guy with the low orbit base.
Oh, very cool. It's good to know that you actually linked up with him like that. I'm interested in doing an orbital jump.
Oh yeah, we'll go there. I actually can go there because I have the address in my other players' bases.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I definitely want to go space jumping at some point. Essentially, there.
Well, I'm at his ship. Is he at his ship? Is he?
All right. Okay. Yeah, he'll start hitting you up when you travel into space and stuff there, yeah.
Is Nick in his ship, is he?
Not sure. He's probably, yeah, just starting out with that, yeah. He should have landed on a really nice planet here, though, from what I was hearing with Latin, yeah.
Well, he needs life support. He needs life support, doesn't he? Or dock site is more efficient, more fuel efficient. Because he's got no space. If you give him dock site, it goes a lot further.
Yeah, okay, so you're just getting your stuff repaired and whatnot. You need, yeah.
I'm at his ship now.
Okay.
So, because that's where his marker sends you.
If you head towards AJ, then Nick, you'll be headed in the right direction. If you're not wanting to repair stuff. Yeah.
You've got to find him first to give it to him.
Yeah, we need you to change your settings then so we can see you in your network, so all players can see you, or friends, or all would be better though, just so.
Oh, his ship's just landed. It was up in the air, but now it's on the deck.
Your networking
No, it's just come down onto the deck. It has.
I wonder if.
So he's changed something.
Yeah, depending on what your settings are set to show like show ship or show player marker, and yeah, once those are set to everyone, it'll make it easier to find them. Yeah, okay, I can see Nick's location now. It's red, I believe. Yeah, it's even faster if you come up out of the atmosphere and.
Because his marker sends me to his ship.
Okay. Need some ferrite then to fix it.
I see someone there. Oh, there you go. I put a vehicle down for him. No,
the
man.
Power start.
Won't be able to disable.
Travel to Latin. That's not the right location. Keep moving.
He left.
Did he?
System crashed. Might have crashed. Might have blue screened. Maybe. He was. No, I'm not. He might have been. He was right next to me. He was.
It's weird. I didn't see.
His ship's disappeared as well.
I still see him in the session. That's weird.
Is that your streaming or is that the game?
No, like actually on like my player session, like if I look in my network.
In mine, he's got.
Says
He might have run out of. Well, I can't see him
yeah, he's
anymore.
definitely still here. No, I see him right here. Yeah. Yeah, try
I can't see.
Okay, the options, network. Yes, show on foot to anyone will help these guys be able to find you.
So if you go to his option and you look to network voice,
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Show on foot marker to anyone. Yeah.
Big old crabs here.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're friendlies. Has metal bones. That's an interesting note.
Metal bones. It does too. Okay.
Put a vehicle down. I put a geobay down so you can call a vehicle if you come to this table here. This control table here. You can drive around in that and collect whatever you want, or if you tell us what you want, we'll just give it to you. You want something for your life support.
Yeah, I'll take that jumping as a yes. You could always do an emote and give us a thumbs up or a nope.
Yeah, I can't actually see him, so.
Okay.
Probably because of me. Game just doesn't like me.
Yeah, he'll definitely take some resource. I got a thumbs up here. Double thumbs up. Alright.
I can't actually transfer anything to him because
Okay,
he's
well,
out of range.
I think I can.
I haven't got him on the transfer list because we're not actually in the same instance. Maybe it's me that pushed out.
That's weird. Like I still see everybody in the session. It's weird. I wonder if I need to be hosted. I got some air coming here.
Yeah, but he'll have to start again. Then,
we'll send this.
Because he's not actually in my session.
Dioxide and some. Oh, I sent that
I
to AJ. Sorry, I sent you some dioxide, AJ. I think sent it to the wrong person, and I just did it twice. Oh no!
Yeah, I'll give it back to you. Don't worry about it.
That was silly on my part, trying to be fast, man. Oxygen.
You sent 250, didn't you?
I sent the 250 stack and then like another 100 again on accident.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you.
Let's just get some oxygen moved to the right person, because you'll need that to fuel the exocraft if you're driving, and then we'll have some dioxide coming to you in a second. There's 250.
Can he see the exocraft, can he? I just deleted it.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he actually summoned one yet there or not. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got one there.
Great. Because that one there is mine.
Very good. Okay, gonna... Oh, it's just 2 seconds here, Nick. There we go. Make sure you got enough fuel so you're...
Give him some condensed carbon or something. So I
threw some oxygen and dioxide and yeah. I think I accidentally sent you some ferrite in the chaos of my missending stuff there too. maybe not. I'm not sure who got the ferrite, but I sent it to one of you too. But yeah, that's a good
pure
intro
ferrite or ferrite dust, because I didn't get any ferrite dust.
Okay, then I sent it to the right person. Okay, cool. I sent it to the right person.
Does he want some pure ferrite? Does he? Doubt it.
I'm not sure.
He wants some chromatic metal and some magnetized ferrite, won't he? To make a base computer.
Oh yeah, that'll help too, yeah. That's right. I don't know if I got any on me right now. If
Well,
I
I
do,
can give
it's
it
on
to
my
you
ship.
and you can give it to him.
Yeah, okay, I'll stand right there and play middleman, I guess.
Hermetic seal, you can go and collect that if he's got a vehicle. That would be nice.
He just crashed, I think. Or is that somebody else that messaged me? Game crashed. I just...
If I build a ship the way I want to, it's completely full. I can only cut down on certain things,
Right.
like teleporter receiver, conflict scanner, and I only have one free slot then, and that's usually full with warp cells, so
Sorry
it's not
about
a
that
ship
delay
I'm going to
there.
be
Some
using,
chromatic
is it?
metal.
Yeah, I gave you some chromatic metal and some magnetized ferrite
Magnetized
to pass
ferrite
on.
to pass on? Okay, that's pass that on as well.
It wants some
Boom.
pyrite and some uranium for his launch thrusters. Pyrite for his
Right,
pulse drive.
Exosuit, uranium. I think I got some on my starship that I can... Yeah, I can pull over a stack of that.
I got some on. I got 500 in my starship. I've also got
I've got
launch
1,000 on me,
fuel.
so I can split my pile with him and still have
Yeah.
a 500, which is not a problem.
I wouldn't give him too much because remember he has limited. He only has 250 slots. Just give him like
But
250 or 100 or something.
The ship though can still hold 500 if he pushes his pile over to the ship, so it won't be actually on
yeah,
his
but you have
player.
to bear in mind it's going to get full really fast.
True. If I've passed over too much materials, you can just sell or destroy or whatever. There.
I've got some stasis devices I can give to him.
Okay.
Just got to get the right ship.
Want some funds? A little startup cash package.
Little helpline.
AJ's like set up beyond set up, man. Like I thought I was set up well, man. He knows what's up. He's definitely a good person to run into starting a file, that's for sure. It's the
I'll
luck.
give them to you, Ned. You pass them on, mate.
Yeah.
It's only a stack of 5. It won't make you a billionaire, but it'll definitely set you up good for a start until you get the hang of the game, or get to grips with your file.
Passed on to Nick.
Oh, big old hole over there. What was that? Someone using grenades or what?
There you go. Good old starter package there. I think that's pretty much the basics, yeah, unless I missed something.
Does he want the Atlas Pass 1 and 3 already?
I mean, that's an interesting thought too. I didn't know you could pass those on. That's really cool.
You can. Only if he deconstructs them, he loses them. Because I find they come way too late in the game.
Yeah, they would
And
definitely
they
be
get
more
you in-
helpful in the beginning, that's for sure. The resources that come from them aren't really used to people that actually can access them.
Like, by the time you get the Atlas Pass 1 and 3, you don't need the resources anymore. So,
I actually have I built my first Atlas pass already. So I've been using the hell out of it.
just pass these two on, they'll get him into everywhere. Open all the boxes for him for his warp cells and all that sort of crap. Now you can pick up a few batteries and whatever he fancies.
And your low and high security cards have been passed on.
Get you through all those locked doors. Open all the boxes that have got the good stuff for making warp cells. Yeah.
It's cool. Like, I didn't know you could actually like stack more than one card there too. Like you can. I just learned something about the passes.
You could stack. They stack to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thought to carry a little five stack reserve because I do tend to waste those slots as far as actually carrying those, so I might as well carry 5 of them for passing them on when I need to. It's cool. Learning lots. Man, this ship is pretty awesome. Is this the A or the S?
S.
Ooh.
They're all S's. All the ships I've got here.
Yeah, I like the shield baller you got, man. That was a pretty
I
nice
like that
fight.
as well. I'm going to replace my whole fleet with them.
It's got a nice look
the
to
4
it.
haulers the haulers I've already got are already S-class. So, but I will take the time and replace them all.
Right. Nick, make sure you just take a moment and save after having gotten all those supplies and stuff. So if you do crash out, you still got those supplies. when you
You
start
won't
up.
lose anything. Yeah. Go over to that transmission post and claim the area off the mast. That'll give you a hard save. It's more reliable than just jumping in and out of your ship. Or
Yeah,
make
actually-
a save module, and could actually give him a beacon. That would be quite useful as well.
Right.
First starting up, because he could then mark things well before he gets the blueprint.
Right.
But it's a personal choice, because he'll be losing a slot permanently to that. But I mean, well, he's got enough cash now, so he can buy slots. Buy the first slot gets up in the space station, can't he?
Yep. Yeah, and I think there might be some drop pod locations highlighted somewhere. I was scanning for them with my exocraft at one point. I don't know if they're still going to show or
Well,
not.
I've got navigational data, but I wouldn't bother repairing or putting the materials into the drop pods to get that slot. Now he's got cash start. I would just go up, repair my ship, go up to the space station and buy the slot up there, and then get the warp thing going, get him warping, and then just warp every time you warp by the one slot.
Right. Could just do a freighter taxi even there as well. That's a thought for doing that, because I think Latin actually needs to do some expanding at some point too. That might be something we could do for
if the game will support the freighter here.
Yeah, I don't know. There might already be one in the area. It's hard to say.
Mine's not here.
Mine's parked off in one of the neighboring systems. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's one in the system then.
Have you built it? Have you? What's the multi-tool like in a space station here?
I think it's a B. It wasn't anything exciting if I remember correct from check-in, but
alright. Mistakenly did the Atlas today. I had gotten rid of it. Now it's back.
Yeah, it's cool.
Gonna land in your freighter, man. Gonna come and give it an eyeball.
I'm actually right over my other ships and pieces of
Nick has left the game. I don't know if that was just a crash or what, but
Well, hopefully he got the save in, so it'll be good.
hopefully. Talk about a good startup package, though. I would say that's definitely an improved startup package from previous
Well,
versions.
I wish I'd had a start like that when I was starting.
Trust me, man. That's what I tell Nate. I'm like, he gave me such a good start that I don't even I had to go back and play it by myself for a little bit just to make sure that I could have survived by myself without Ned.
Yeah, you started off this file by yourself and you did well. That's just bugging out. Like what happened to you guys there? I'm no longer able to trade probably now with that. Yeah, it just showed him leaving my session. That's weird, but he's still in the game, so he must be still in the system, but not actually like in my session anymore. So he's not far.
Well, he's been getting. I've noticed that the game doesn't like it when somebody gets too much help and all of a sudden they've got money and all this sort and that.
And it just cut us off from them, yeah.
it just says piss off, get out.
Players helping players. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think that's the server police pressing the kill button. But that's just me. I'm paranoid. Yeah.
The server police.
Yep. That guy he's on shift. That's why I can't get that hauler, because he's not letting it spawn. And he listens to everything we say, so he's listening to me now. I bet he's laughing his cock off. Yeah. Oh, someone's buying frigates. Just came up, said Latinboy bought a frigate, SV6. Yeah. No, someone buying frigates. Any good? C-class, or what was it? Yeah. Yeah, 5. And then you need the add-ons for the frigates, like explosive drones, mine controllers, the fuel oxidizer, and the holographic analyzer, and the mining compressor. Oh, Nick's joining again. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see that as well. That must be working again, or
so he did crash.
Rejoined. Oh, and
mine's still good.
Latin crashed out.
Did you get a save after you bought that frigate, or are you going to lose it? Yeah, you have to get out. You have to get out again though to save it. Good. You have to.
Save pad
does he know to go to the Galactic Trade Terminal to sell those Stasis devices? Is he
so.
first time starting, or does he know? Is he just starting a new game save?
I think. Starting again, I think.
For PermaDeath. So he knows what he's doing.
Somewhat, I think. Yes. I'm pretty sure this is a returning player. So.
Great. Yeah. Right, I'm going to bug out, make the game more stable for you guys.
No worries.
I'll go back to ship hunting.
Welcome to hang out in the system if you want, or by all means.
Well, you know what it's like. Things to do, places to go, people to kill.
Lots to do, for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to go and wait in the space station for my ship to come. My third one.
Which one you... Oh, you're trying to get another baller shield?
Yeah, I'm trying to replace all 4 of my S-Class haulers with
That'll look cool to see
the shield one.
Whole room full of like almost all the same ship. Be quite the sight.
Well, that's what it was before, because I had 4 of those ones with the tail on, without shields. All S-Classes.
That probably
Pretty
took
good
a few
bonuses
days.
as well. Well, no, it was quite funny really, because it wouldn't stop spawning S-Class ships, and I just kept going up, getting the ship I was going to change, going down, S-Class. Go straight back up, come back down, get the other one, S-Class. It only took me about half a day to change them all out.
That's impressive.
Quite
Good system
funny.
to do that.
Unfortunately, I don't have the address anymore.
That's not a big deal for me.
I thought I did, but I don't.
Lost in
I may have the address, but I can't find it. Let's say that.
Lost in the masses of all the finds, sort of thing.
All the hundreds and hundreds of teleporter addresses. I can't remember what it was called. Right. Hurry up and wait. Again.
I need to get some more pure ferrite to finish my back cave.
If you refine gamma root, you get pure ferrite.
Really?
At 1 to 2, I believe.
That's,
You get twice as much pure ferrite out.
That's good to know.
It is. Especially if you have a farm with gamma root planted in it.
Yeah.
Or in your freighter.
I just had to figure out where my freighter was at here, which system I parked in. It's actually in the system I'm in currently.
You
so it's
just
perfect.
never ever have to mine ferrite anymore. Ferrite does.
I have a whole harvest waiting to go there. Cool, new follower.
Right.
War USA 06, thank you. I don't know if that's just a PlayStation follower or YouTube, but I got a notification for it for some reason.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Get the viewers up.
Slowly. I've over the past like 2 weeks, I've gained about almost 10 followers, which is kind of a good week for me as far as like growth in the past while.
Might explode when Beyond hits. Middle of August.
It's hard to say.
So a lot more people will become active all of a sudden. I mean, a lot of people are sitting on the fence at the moment, but I am very sure that Beyond will completely rejuvenate the game, and a lot of the old players will come back.
With every update they've been doing here, though, like even just the next update, it's brought a lot of life to the game.
Well, it's like playing a completely new game again all of a sudden, and that's for free. You know,